Hello, welcome. I'm Tauni, and today I'm leading you through a yoga sculpt workout that combines yoga and strength training. You're going to need a set of weights. I recommend 3 to 5 pounds. Place them out of the way near the top of your mat. You might also notice that I have a towel. I also have some water close by, so you might want to grab those things as well. So get what you need, and let's get started. We're going to begin down on our mat. Bring your back to your mat and your knees to chest. Start to circle your ankles one direction and then the other. Bring your feet to the mat wider than your hips. Arms come into goalpost. And do some windshield wipers. At least that's what I call them. Both drop knees to the right and then up and to the left. So although this is a non-traditional yoga class, let's focus for a moment here on our breath. Exhale as we twist. Inhale, coming up. Nice and slow. You can also use this time to check in with your body as we gently move. Be mindful of anything that might need a little extra care today. And let's always approach our time on the mat with gratitude that we get to move our bodies. Let's bring both knees back to the chest, hands to shins. Rock side to side. And then begin to rock forward and back. Come all the way up to all fours into a tabletop position. And we're going to gently flow through cow and cat pose. So again, matching breath and movement. We inhale, we look forward. As we exhale, we round the spine, chin to chest. Again, inhaling and exhale. Continue with your breath. Find a neutral spine. Take that right foot out behind you like a kickstand. Open up into supported half moon. Come back down to all fours to that tabletop and switch sides. Open up and come down. Let's do one more time on each side. Starting to introduce a little bit of balance. And then lower your body down to the mat into Sphinx pose. A gentle back bend, bringing your shoulders over your elbows. Draw your chest forward, elbows back. Lower to the mat, take your hands wide and onto your fingertips. Lift into a cobra. And release. Press back to child's pose. Keeping your arms extended forward, walk them over to the right side. I want you to find a nice stretch here in your side body, all through the rib cage, out of your low back. And then walk those hands over to the other side, again, finding that opening all throughout the side body. Extended child's pose, arms forward. Begin to spread the fingers. Then lift up and come into downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out your feet, alternate bend your knees. Feet are hip distance apart, hands shoulder distance. Now just find your pose, feel both heels reaching for the floor. They may never touch, don't worry about that, just find some length. And you're always welcome to keep those knees slightly bent. Look forward and step your feet to your hands. Bring your hands to your shins or your thighs, half lift. Exhale and fold. Again, soften knees here as needed. Then inhale, reach the arms up over your head, high mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen to half lift. Forward fold. Step back to high plank. Shoulders, elbows, wrist all in a line. Lower the knees to the mat, and with the elbows bending and in towards the rib cage, lower down. Hands wide, lift the chest for cobra. Exhale, come down. Knees down, press up to that supported plank, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. So the first time through, I always like to show supported versions. You can always take them whenever you need. Look forward and step to the top of your mat and lengthen your back to your half lift. Forward fold. Rise up, arms over your head. Exhale and fold. Lengthen the spine, gaze forward, and fold. Stepping back to plank. Shift forward, lower to the mat. Hands wide, fingertip cobra. Lower back down, hands under shoulders, press up. Downward facing dog. We're going to do that flow one more time as we finish off our warm-up. Step forward, half lift, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Feel strong, legs are firm. Forward fold. Half lift and fold. Step back to high plank. Shift forward, lower all the way to the mat. Cobra up onto the fingertips. And release, hands under shoulders, press up to that plank. Downward facing dog. Look forward, bring your feet to the top of your mat. Deeply bend the knees, pick up the weights. Meet me in a chair pose with your weights at your chest. So both knees bent. Rise up, bring your left knee to your chest. Just find balance. Back to chair. Right knee to chest. Hold, balance. We're going to layer on some arms. Come into chair. As you rise, bring the arms into goalpost shape. Back to chair. Knee and arms lift. Continue. We're going to add on. Hold. Now rotate, twist, back to center, and chair. Knee up, twist, center, and chair. Up, twist, center, chair. You've got it. Continue. See if you can get those elbows up in line with the shoulders into that goalpost shape. Continue one more time each side. Now hold here, finish off your twist. So your left knee is in at your chest, overhead press. Press those arms up and down, up and down. Continue. Now you don't have to do every rep with me. Just do your best. If you're struggling with balance, put a kickstand on the floor with the toe. It's no big deal. Bring the weights to the chest. Step that foot back. Drop your back knee, that left knee, onto the floor into a kneeling lunge. Bicep curls. Hold the arms at 90 degrees, tuck the toe under, lift the knee. Begin your bicep curls again, all the way up, all the way down. From this lunge position, a high lunge. Arms come back to that 90 degree, palms up, tuck, hover the knee, and pulse it out nice and low for 10, 9, and hold. Open up to warrior 2. Can you extend the arms? Hold the weight here for about 8 counts. Breathe. Just hold the weights. Bring them down. Now we're going to do a forward raise, but we're going to bring the arms into a V shape. So begin when you're ready, out into that V lift. Stay nice and strong in your warrior 2 legs. Now, as the arms raise, I want you to straighten your forward leg, then rebend it. Lift and lower. Two more. Good. Bring the weights to the chest. Rebend that right leg. We're going to go with supported side angle. So from here, we're going to do some rainbows, half circles. You're going to bring the weight down and lift it up. So I want you thinking here, a nice strong core. We're not resting on that knee. We're keeping our spine nice and long. And that arm that's moving, we are using our back muscles, our back of the shoulder. So focus on that. That mind-muscle connection, it matters. Stay right here in your workout. Continue. You got it, just a little bit more. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Lift up, straighten that leg. Go right back to warrior 2. Low, lengthen, hold those arms strong. Just an isometric hold, you've got it. Good, lift it up. Rack the weights here at your shoulders, turn your toes out. Bend the knees for sun. So here's what you're gonna do. I want you to lean over to the right, scoop the right arm down, come up and press. So it's down, scoop to the left, and press, continue. So we're getting in a bicep curl, we're getting in a lateral bend, great for our obliques, adding that shoulder press, and obviously legs are working hard. So you might notice that heart rate might start to travel up with these larger movements. Four more to go. Last one. Come down, weights to chest, pulse it out. 10, 9. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, pivot to the back of your mat. Drop that back right knee down. Meet me in bird dog pose. So left leg extend back, right arm forward. Find your balance. Leave that leg lifted. Place both weights into your right hand. Start to row. Pull and pull. So you're keeping a slight bend in your elbow, you're keeping tension in the muscles the whole time. That back leg is lifted. Flex it, squeeze the glute, squeeze the hamstring. So I had you double up the weight on this because the back muscles are a large muscle group. They can usually handle a little bit more. Now hold the elbow up, isometric hold. Good, place the weights down, step to a high plank, roll to your left side to that side plank. So you could always bring that knee down for support. Again, we hold, we're pressing away from the floor. Find that side plank. Bring it down, shift forward, chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra, down dog. So you can always pick that option. Up dog can be kind of intense for some. Come back forward to that high plank, knees to the mat. So we're gonna do some tricep push-ups. Bend your elbows, press up. Take it down and press, down and press. You've got it, keep your back straight. Let's see if we can do 4 more. 4, 3, back of the arms, 2, 1, downward facing dog. So hopefully we have generated some heat now. Step your feet forward, pick up the weights. Bring them to your chest, sit down into that chair pose. Come up, goalpost, right knee lifts. Bring it down to chair. Goalpost, left knee lifts. Now we add the twist. So it's up, twist, center, and down. Up, twist, center. Good. I absolutely love to do standing core work. I think they're way more effective than laying on your back and doing crunches. Yes, those have a place. I get it. We'll get to that later. But this is much more challenging and uses your whole body. Now, finish off this right side, then hold that right knee up. Overhead press for 1. Palms are forward. Stand up nice and tall. You've got this. Remember, kickstand is available to you. Last 4. Weights to chest, step it all the way back. Front knee over ankle. Lower the back knee to the mat. Kneeling lunge. Hammer curls. Keep your palms in this time. Tuck that back toe if it's not already there. Hold isometric. Lift that knee up off the floor. You're in a nice lunge. Bicep curl again. Good. Hold, tuck that back knee. Drop it a little lower. Pulse it out. 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open up to warrior 2. Just hold those arms. Shoulders over hips, abs pulling in strong. Bring the arms down. Diagonal raise, come into that V shape. As the arm lifts, the legs straighten, down and up. So if you're holding a heavier weight than I am, maybe all you had was, 8, 10 pounds, you could always just alternate one arm at a time when it becomes too much. Good, hold low, extend those arms out, hold it, warrior 2. Bring the weights in, side angle, supported side angle, but we're not resting on that leg. We keep a nice diagonal, core muscles engaged. Lower and lift that arm, that half circle, that rainbow. Think about using the muscles in your back here. Control all the way up and all the way down. Yes, it is some of the back of the shoulder, and that upper back. But stay focused here on your back. You've got it. This is so good. Keep going. Last 3, 2, and 1. Lift it up. Find that one more warrior 2. Extend those arms. Find that isometric hold. So good for strengthening the body. Bring it in. Find sun pose, rack your weights. We start with the left side. You scoop and you press. Scoop and press. 4 to go. Last one. Good, hold it here. Let's do 8 presses. Here we go. 1, 2, keep those legs bent. 4, you got it. 3, then we'll pulse. 2, we're almost there. So let's finish it off. Here we go, pulse it out. 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pivot. Good, drop that back knee. You're gonna meet me in a bird dog pose. So the right leg kicks back, left arm forward, find balance. Take your time getting here. Meet me here. Flex that foot. Now pick up both weights into that left hand, start to row. Keep that leg lifted. Keep that back nice and straight, belly in, 4 more to pull. Then we'll hold it, 3, 2, hold it up, engage the muscles in the back, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Place it down, step back, side plank on the right side. Not doing anything fancy with these today, we're just holding them. Continue to hold, you've got it. And release. Drop the knees to the mat, elbows bend towards the waist, lower and lift. Tricep push-ups. You got it, give me 2 more, come on. 2 and 1, downward facing dog. Step forward and have a seat on the mat. You're gonna wanna bring your weights with you. Place them here at your sides. Find boat pose. Balance, back nice and straight, good posture. Good, lower it down. So that is your alternative. We're gonna add on, you're gonna put the weights to your chest. We're gonna go right back into that boat pose, but now we add a rotation, side to side. So again, some alternatives here. You could take those tippy toes to the mat. You could nix the weight and just go through the motion without weight. 4 more to go. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the weights lower on down into your back. So we're gonna bring the feet in. I want you to lift your right leg up and then bring the weights to a goalpost. So we're gonna do a single leg bridge. You're gonna press the hips up and a chest press at the same time. So it's down and lift, down and lift. Bring it down, switching sides. This time, take the arms wide, palms up. As you lift, I want you to bring the weights to touch, come back down, and lift. So we're doing a chest fly this second round. Slight bend in the elbow. Really press the hips up. Great for your glutes, your hamstrings, your back. About 4 more to go. 2 and 1. Place the weights down at your sides, knees over hips, hands behind head. We have a bicycle for 20, so right elbow to left, then switch and go. 1, 2, 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Knees to chest, take a small break. Now we're gonna go same side. So knees over hips, hands behind the head, lift the shoulders, keep them lifted. Take your right knee to your right elbow. Now switch to the left, go for 20. 1, 2, 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to chest. All right, so full crunch here. So hands behind the head, knees over hips, lift up. So now, without pulling on the neck, I want you to tuck into a ball. See if you can tap both elbows to the knees. Can you tap the floor? Come up, down, and tap. Now be very mindful here, because I promise you, a lot of you, because I see it in my classes all the time, as you lower the feet to touch the floor, that low back comes up off the mat. If you can, do your best to keep it pressed down so these belly muscles are really, really firm, tight, getting stronger. Let's do 10 more if we can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So you'll notice I'm not lowering down to the floor. If you need to, that's fine. 5, you've got it. 4, 3, going for that burn. 2, and 1. We did it. Hug your knees, rock up to have a seat. All right, now we return to more just yoga. I'm gonna start to slow you down. We're gonna stretch this out. The workout part is done, so let's get the benefit of a relaxing yoga stretch. Extend the right leg, left in on your inner thigh, reach it up, exhale it over. So reconnect to that breath, those long, steady breaths, just like how we began the class. Let's walk it on in and switch sides, left leg. Extend it out, right foot to the inner thigh, up nice and tall. You want to hinge forward out of that low back, so hinge forward from your hips. Come forward, find that lengthening all down the back of that left leg. Begin to sit back up. Butterfly stretch, so bring the feet together, the knees wide. Again, lengthen forward and down. You can use your elbows to press the knees wider if that works for you. Sit it up. Take your right foot over to the left hip, stacking the knees, and reach it up. We're going to take that left arm to the left hand to the center of the back, find a tricep stretch. Then bring that arm across for your shoulder. Then begin to lean forward any amount, a little bit deeper into our hip stretches here. Let's come up, and now that left leg will be on the bottom. Left foot over to the right hip, stacking your knees best you can. And I realize this can be hard for some. So if you're struggling, you can just cross and bring that foot to the outside of the knee if that works better for you. Right hand to the center of the back, tricep stretch. It's a beautiful thing about yoga. It just meets you where you are. You just make it work. As long as you're finding some sensation and feeling something, creating some space in the body, you're doing it right. Just bring it across. Never ever compare yourself to me or anyone else. We are all unique. Good. Extend the legs. We're going to roll down onto our backs. Extend the left leg out to the mat. We're going to pull the right knee in and then go into half happy baby. So we're going to lift the ankle over the knee. I always take my peace fingers around my big toe, thumb on top, and gently pull down. And then bring it into your spine twist. So drop that knee across the body. Extend the right arm out to your mat. Bring back onto your back, extend the leg. Left knee comes in. And then half happy baby. And into that spine twist. Knees back to chest one last time. So we're going to spend a moment or two in Shavasana. So when you're ready, extend the legs out. And I encourage you not to rush off. If I had to pick one pose that every person should do, I think it would be this one. It's okay in this busy life that we all tend to lead to take 1 minute for quiet stillness. As we come out of this pose, extend the arms over the head, point the toes, give me a full body stretch. And then bend the knees, roll to your side. Pause, close your eyes. Set your intention for the rest of your day or evening. Tell yourself, good job for showing up for yourself, doing something great for your mind and your body. And then help yourself up to have a seat. You did beautifully. Let's take a breath in together, bringing the hands to the heart center. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this Yoga Sculpt class. If you loved it, I'd love to hear your feedback down in the comments below, and always encourage you to share it with a friend. Have a blessed day.